I think the Bills right now. Nah, I'm not gonna say something stupid.
Okay.
The Bills can beat the Chiefs.
You think so?
Yes.
Okay.
The Bills
you
have
want me
the
to give?
offense. Remember when we had that whole thing a couple weeks ago, talking about what offenses can outscore the Chiefs, right?
Yeah.
That team is the Bills, and
Okay.
that is the only team, the Bills.
You want me to
On
give
the
my?
NFC, I'm going to say the Packers, but let's be real. Can the Packers actually make it to the Super Bowl? They tend to choke. So I'm going to tell you right now, that team is the Bills. The Bills right now, they can beat the Chiefs. And I think they've already played the Chiefs this season, if
Yeah, I
I
think they
if I
have.
remember correctly. And
I think they have.
I don't know, they might have gotten blown out. But like I
I
don't
think they
remember.
have.
It was actually, yeah, they played them. It's 26-17. That won't happen again because the Bills have gotten
This
better.
is
Remember earlier in the season, the
this
Bills
is
kind of
my.
sucked. Their defense was bad. Recently, the Bills have been playing some good football. Okay, so let's not forget that. You got a good. They held the Steelers to 15, but that's not impressive because the Steelers suck. Okay, they held the Broncos to 19 points. Now, the 49ers put up some points, but that's because Kyle Shanahan's just really a great coach. But that's another thing. Andy Reid's a phenomenal coach. And, and you got to remember, they lost that Cardinals game because of a Hail Mary. This team could be 12-2 right now.
Yeah.
I'm here to tell you right
okay,
now.
so
The Bills
I'm
can beat the Chiefs.
you think that? Okay.
And I
Look,
think if
I'ma
they
give-
face
I'ma
if
give
they,
you-
they face each other in the AFC Championship, which they will, because the Bills are now the second seed because the Steelers have lost 3 straight games, including to Ryan Finley and the Cincinnati Bengals, the 2-10 or 3-10 Cincinnati Bengals. So congratulations, Steelers. Congratulations.
All right, look, this is my opinion. This is my opinion on the Bills. Okay. Looking back at this Chiefs game, looking at this Bills box score, right?
Mm-hmm.
Looks like their rushing game wasn't great. For Josh Allen, it was amazing, but for Devin Singletary and Zach Moss, it wasn't that good.
Right.
Both of them combined were averaging 5.2 yards carry. That's not bad, but if you split that up, that's 3.2 average for Devin Singletary and 2 for Zach Moss. Their receiving wasn't horrible, but it wasn't the best. I mean, the ball was getting spread out between Stephon Diggs and Cole Beasley.
Mm-hmm.
But the one thing that sticks out is they only had 1 sack. Whereas you go to the Chiefs, and let's see, I haven't even looked at the Chiefs yet. So, I mean, they could both only have 1 sack. The Chiefs had 0. So
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, that just shows you how good these offensive lines are. I mean,
my main point is why Buffalo can win, because I feel like Buffalo can outscore the Chiefs. But can Buffalo's defense, if they can slow Patrick Mahomes down like the Titans have done, like the Dolphins
like the
just
Raiders
did,
have done one time.
if they can slow them down, they could be down 21-0. And look, Patrick Mahomes has already certified himself. You know how you play NHL and you draft players and it says this guy has top 9 forward potential. They drafted Patrick Mahomes. It didn't say franchise player. It said GOAT. Okay, GOAT potential player.
Exact GOAT.
Okay,
exact
it
GOAT.
said GOAT, and Patrick Mahomes has GOAT potential. Okay, so being up 21 points is not safe with Patrick Mahomes. But if the Bills can get up at least 20 points,
that was proven to the
actually I'll say
Texans
17
last year.
If the Bills can get up 17 points with this offense, they can win the game. But it's got to be in the second half. If it's the first half, they haven't won anything.
This was my next point. The Bills. I feel like they're key to stopping them. Like you said, with the defense, they need to stop.
Got to get them stopped early.
Obviously, that's not happening.
No.
But you want to know the honest reason they lost? Even though he didn't score any touchdowns.
Okay.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire had 161 yards rushing.
Exactly. And that was one of those games where I think Patrick didn't even throw 300 yards. Is that game?
He threw 225. Yeah, he threw 225.
Exactly. So I'm like, look, if they can, the Bills have a great defensive back. It's their run defense.
They gotta limit this little spread of the ball that Patrick Mahomes is dealing out here. I mean, like, go back to the Bills box score, and you got 2 receivers with over 2 catches. Everyone else has 1 except for Stephon Diggs and Cole Beasley, right? You go to the Chiefs, they got 2 guys with 5 receptions, Clyde Edwards-Helaire with 4, Tyreek Hill with 3, and Byron Pringle with 2, and then you got 2 other dudes with a reception.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they out there spreading the love with the ball, and you got the Bills only feeding 2 guys plus all the
But those 2 guys are
running
straight beasts. Those 2 guys can't be stopped.
I disrespected Cole Beasley. He's a beast. He's a beast this season. But I mean, you got to think like, I mean, I understand Josh Allen don't got the weapons that Kansas City got.
Right.
But I mean, look, you got to deal with what you got. You know, this is a little biased. Isaiah McKenzie, he's a dog with he could be their little Mecole Hardman. I'm not gonna say Tyreek Hill.
He
could be
made
their
some plays
Mecole
against
Hardman.
the Steelers. I know, trust me.
And I mean, their tight end Tyler Kroft, and they have Dawson Knox. Both those tight ends are great. Those are a good 1-2 punch. I don't think they're a starting caliber, but them together is one starting tight end, and I think they're great together. But I mean, like I said, the key is stopping his defense, and I feel like you're gonna need to get pressure on Patrick Mahomes. You only getting 1 sack last time y'all faced. It's not gonna cut it.
The blitz has been proven to slow Patrick Mahomes down.
It doesn't even have the tackles for a loss on this box score that I'm looking at, so I couldn't even tell you how many times they tackle someone behind the line of scrimmage. But I mean, you're going out there. I mean, look, let's be honest here. I've always said it. The Bills got an underrated defense, but I mean, they need to show up this game.
Yeah, and it's like that's what you just said. Underrated. They have the players, man. They have the players to get it done, but they just don't show up.
And especially on the defensive line.
Exactly.
They have a really good defensive line. Yeah, they have
a great defensive line. Don't they got an Ed Oliver? Let me tell you what can't happen. Josh Allen cannot lead your team in rushing yards. Okay, Devin Singletary is a beast. I'm trying to figure out why this man had 10 carries for 32 yards.
Zach Moss is pretty good too. That's
exactly.
The thing.
They've got a decent 1-2 punch, but I'm not even gonna say decent because, like I said, Devin Singletary is good at football. Feed this man. He's got to get going.
We've known this since college. Crank it up. This man was a dog at Florida Atlantic. But look, this is what I'm gonna say.
Zach Moss was a dog at Utah.
We want to talk about exactly, and we want to talk about 1-2 punches at running backs in the NFL. Not a lot of teams, honestly, this year have good 1-2 punches at running back. The Bills got it. They just not. I guess they're not calling the right plays or something. Like it's sort of like Georgia. We be running up the middle, or we be running. We be running to the outside when we need to be running up the middle, or we run up the middle when we need to run outside. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So they might not be calling the right plays because, like, if we look at another game, I'm probably sure they both got over 60 yards rushing. And I feel like this was just an off day for them.
Yeah.
But I mean, if whenever they match up, if they do in the playoffs, I feel like the Bills could take them. They have the best chance. They have the best shot. So I'm gonna say yes, they can beat them.